When you need a bit more calm and clarity in your life, sometimes a quick grounding practice can do wonders on bringing you back to your center. Grab your favorite blanket, your yoga mat, make sure you have enough space around you, and let's slide into the parasympathetic nervous system. For this practice, we're going to slide ourselves into what's called puppy pose. It's going to stretch our mid back, our shoulders, glutes, and knees. Find yourself to the center of your mat. I have a cushion underneath my knees and my shins today. I invite you to pull that out for yourself as well. There's about 5 inches in between your knees and thighs. And then start to walk your hands forward. We're going to keep a 90-degree angle in our knees and our hips, melting our forehead and our chest down towards the mat. So you might come into resting your forehead directly on the mat, or if necessary, if you need to cozy it up, go ahead and bring a block there. Bring the earth up to you. Allow this to feel very grounding and very softening. We're going to close our eyes here as we open up our practice today. We're only with each other for a few sweet moments, breathing deeply in through your nose and exhaling fully. Remember to spread your fingertips wide here. Soft closure of the eyes, reaching as far forward as you can. A few more breaths here in puppy pose. If it feels more comfortable for you to slide your hands underneath your forehead and make a pillow with your hands, you might find that more comfortable. Try not to arch your back too much so we're not dropping the low belly down too much and pulling the tailbone high, keeping this neutrality throughout our spine. Soften on the exhale. Fill up with love on the inhale. A few more rounds of breath here. Center yourself for your practice today. And then use your next cycle of breath to slide yourself up. Sliding one hand in under the shoulder and then the other. And dropping into a quick cat-cow flow. Inhale to drop the belly and pull the tailbone high. Maybe you close your eyes here. And exhale, push the earth away, chin to chest. 2 more times. Inhale, pull the tailbone high and look up. Exhale, your crown shines down towards the floor. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, claw through your fingertips. Exhale, create that doming effect across the shoulder blades. Come back to a neutral tabletop position and bring the big toes together, knees as wide as you're comfortable with, and then sit the hips back towards the heels first and slide the fingertips forward, coming into a wide child's pose. Again, you can bring that hand pillow back into play. That can feel very cozy, and it definitely takes some pressure off of the shoulders. Or you can slide the fingertips wide, melt the heart and the forehead down, and rest here. Keep that energy of the glutes pulling back towards the heels as much as you can. Extend your energy out through the forearms, the fingertips. Remember to bring your breath back into play here as we continue to ground down. For our last few moments here together, there's an invitation to massage your third eye chakra by shaking your head very, very slowly. No. We're not rushing this process. We're taking our sweet time. And remembering to breathe as deeply into the low belly as possible. And really emptying out on the exhale. You can find stillness through your head. Continue to keep your eyes closed. Last moment here in this wide child's pose. We'll begin to make our way back up into a quick tabletop position to transition into our next stretch. Slowly lift yourself up. Slide your hands in underneath. Bring the knees together and then swing your legs around to one side to come to sit down. Move that blanket or pillow out of the way if you had it. And we're going to meet each other with the left heel pulled in towards our body and the right heel kicked out. Find this proud chest here. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears. Make sure you can feel space there. We're pressing this left knee down into the ground. Now, if you do need some support here, maybe you invite the blanket into play, or you can use a block here. Pull that left heel in, create a gentle flex in the left toes. And then inhale, puff the chest up and turn your chest towards your right thigh. And then start to walk yourself down. As far down as you can, reaching out. And then once you reach out as far as you can, relax your energy. Really deepen the exhale. You might grab for the toes, wrap your hand around the ankle or the heel, or maybe it's more of a top of the ankle or shin. I am going to grab my block here. And flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Notice where your awareness and attention of the breath has gone. Can you bring it back? Can you begin to notice the beginning of the inhale and the beginning of the exhale? Last moment on this side, as we are going to even things out. If you need to move a block or pillow from underneath your forehead, go ahead and do so. Flip the palms back down towards the mat and then slowly roll it up. You might pull your navel into spine here. Create that strength and attention there as you roll it up. Bringing now the right heel in and the left heel out. Get comfortable here. You might shift yourself around. You could even be sitting up on a pillow or a block to create some more space for your hips. And then as you feel ready, puff up the chest, twist over towards the left leg, and then begin to walk your energy down. Maybe chin comes into the chest here. I'm gonna grab my block again. Flipping the right palm up and flipping the left palm up. Keep pressing the right knee in towards the floor. Keep a gentle flex in the right toes. And there is always an invitation to find soft closure of the eyes. Soften your fingers. Soften the muscles in your jaw. And reconnect to your life force. Bring back the attention to your breath. We're here for only a few more seconds. Stretching out our inner hip, our inner thighs, a little bit of the back of the legs. Last moment here, find a conscious breath in and a conscious breath back out. Lifting yourself up, remove the block if necessary. Flip the palms back down. Find yourself at a neutral spine, and we're going to extend both heels out. Coming now fully into what could be called a dragonfly pose or a seated wide forward fold. I like to flex my feet a lot. You might point yours depending on what side of the leg might be sorest. Puff up the chest and start to walk yourself down. Soften your gaze. You might pull the chin in towards the chest right away. And you're reaching as far forward as you can go, and then relax your energy down. Rest here, knowing that you are safe. Grounding your energy down through the sit bones and your heels. There's this reminder to use the blankets or pillows or blocks, one underneath each forearm, maybe to bring the earth up to you as you work your way down towards melting into the floor. Once you get comfortable, find a deep inhale in through your nose and a long exhale back out. Inhale deep and fully exhale. This is deep, deep work, deep into the body, getting into the connective tissue, the fascia, and really asking ourselves to trust the process. Last few moments here, you might play around with tugging towards one heel and then the other. Flip the palms back down towards the floor. Keep your chin tucked in towards your chest and slowly start to roll it up. Very carefully, very loving and gently. Our last stretch today together is going to be a butterfly pose. bringing the soles of the feet to touch. I like to make a hammock with my hands and send that down on the outside of my feet to help keep the balls of the feet together and the toes. And right away, I'm jumping into this rocking a little left to right. I like to get comfortable in my sit bones. The further out your heels are away from you in butterfly pose, the more of an outer hip stretch you'll get. And the closer they are in towards your body, the more of an inner hip or groin stretch you'll get. So you might find a sweet spot where you feel it a little bit for both areas. Puff up the chest. Send your energy down through the knees and the thighs with your mind. And then when you're ready to exhale deeply, lean forward, sort of hinging at the hips. Maybe you bend into the elbows a bit. Send your gaze down towards the floor, your feet. Resting here for the next several breaths. With each deep inhale and exhale, we slide ourselves a little bit closer to being and tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system. Hopping out of the fight or flight, the super alert, super aware, super on guard, into the soft and the trusting and the knowing of the abundance we hold version of ourselves. The eyes might be closed here. As we take a few more rounds of breath. Last moment here to notice where you are, to notice how the body feels. Start to bat the eyelashes open very slowly as you extend your elbows back out, lifting yourself up. Maybe still hanging on to the feet. And then slowly, gently release your bind. We'll meet each other in easy pose. Sukhasana. Ground yourself here, drawing your palms together at the heart space if you feel called to do so. Give yourself this generous reverence type of bow, leaning forward, knowing that you have an inner teacher in you. Maybe sometimes it just takes a moment to ground down, to look around, to be thankful, to notice the miracles within your own space. And use that energy, use that knowingness to take you in to the next part of your day, or the next part of your week, or the next part of your month. I'm so very honored to have spent this time with you. Thank you so much for joining me, and ensure that you are subscribed to the Wildly Rooted Yoga channel so that next week you can tune in to our back and shoulder release. Until then.